What it be true? Timu's here. Now, a couple of weeks ago, it was announced that HBO Max is developing a HBO Max. I'm gonna say, is developing a prequel to Pennywise, of course, aka the It films. Now, of course, when ever since it was announced, there was like lots of speculation, like how are they gonna handle this? There's not real because I still would love to see it in chapter three, but truth be told, there's not really a like any story arc, like any book. There's not an it three book or anything like that to really go on. So if you make it chapter three, you're it's probably not going to even be without Stephen King, and you're pretty much going to make your own thing, which I think is interesting there. But yeah, well, looks like Stephen King himself, pretty much in an interview with the Delicious Club podcast, love that name. He was asked about whether he has any plans to return to the world of it in a feature novel, or ended up revealing that he has no plans for that. He ends up pretty much revealing that he has no plans for that, and that he is not really part of the team. But he also did say that he's fully supported and everything, so that's cool right there. He's not like bad mouthing the project or anything. Uh, but he is like giving them the support, which I think is interesting. I mean, come on. This is a guy who Stephen King is a guy who did not like The Shining. Okay, so he's a little hard to please sometimes. Anyway, here's what King ended up saying. Well, I don't have a relationship to Pennywise now because I have no intention of going back to it. In the hands of people who are doing this, Annie and Barbara Muschietti are going to do Welcome to Derry. They're talking about anyway, and they've got some sort of handshake deal, I think, with HBO Max. Is it is an interesting possibility to do that. They talked about a prequel, which struck with me as an okay idea. I love to see what Pennywise was up to 27 years before the 50s, or I guess it would be the 80s because they updated the settings, you know. Uh, or I would be, would be before World War II or something. It'll be interesting to see what will happen with that. So next, it's a little disappointing that he is not really involved, like having involvement or anything. But I'm glad that he is giving the project an okay. And I'm actually really interested in seeing like an it prequel. See who Pennywise before he became that clown. Because after seeing the events of the chapter two with that photograph of what of like what Pennywise used to been, or yeah, of what who Pennywise was and everything in human form. I think this could be interesting to see. So sign me up here. Now, granted, also let's be for real, the project has not even been greenlit yet. It's just being developed at HBO Max. But hey, if this thing gets greenlit, uh, I'm definitely excited for this one. Obviously, I don't think you're gonna get Bill Skarsgård coming back or anything, but it should be interesting because I've always like even with the original, I was always like really curious to see how like to see who Pennywise was before he became that ferocious clown and everything. So this should be interesting to see. Anyway, let me lead you guys. What are your thoughts on Stephen King pretty much confirming that he has no involvement with this It prequel series? Are you still excited for this It prequel of this Pennywise It prequel series? Do you think Stephen King not being involved is the right way to go with this? And were you even a fan of the first two It movies? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon Simon.